This is for the use of selected differential media lab. I've cleaned my area and I've put on my PPE and prepared my materials. For this lab, we're using lysolized E. coli culture, a lysolized M. luteus culture, and the lysolized S. epidermidis culture, as well as 3 different plates that were pre-prepared. I will start with E. coli, but first I have to get out my inoculating loop. Using my inoculated loop, I will pull my E. coli, flame the mouth, and then dip my loop into the solution to get a sample, pull that out, reflame the mouth, and then place the cap back on. I am then going to pull my MAC plate that I've divided into 3 sections, all labeled with which bacteria I will use. E. coli is in this section. We'll place it with the lid down, move the E. coli closest to me, and then use a zigzag pattern to cover that section of the plate. I will then pull the MSA plate, get myself an inoculating loop, flame the mouth from my lysolized E. coli, grab a sample in the inoculating loop, pull that out, reflame the mouth, and then place my lid back on my E. coli, placing it back into the rack. Again, this time I'm pulling my MSA plate. I'll make sure that I place it with the lid up in the E. coli section closest to me so that I can zigzag the 3rd of the plate used for E. coli. Last but not least, I will do it for my E and B plate, pulling my inoculated loop, grabbing my E. coli one last time, flaming the mouth, grabbing a sample of the E. coli, flaming the mouth again, and placing back on the cap. My E and B plate, 3 sections, place it with the lid up in the E. coli section closest to me. I will then make sure to only do the 3rd of the E. coli. Place the lid back on, and I am finished now with E. coli. I will now pull my M. luteus Grab my first inoculating loop. Pull my M. luteus, remove the cap, flame the mouth, grab a sample, flame the mouth again, and then place the cap back on. Place that back in the rack, and I will pull my MAC. I'm looking for the M. luteus section. Place that closest to me, open it slightly, and only do the M. luteus section. Placing that back, and allowing that to sit over there. I'll grab my second inoculating loop, pull from the bag, grab my M. luteus again, take off the cap, flame the mouth, grab my sample, flame the mouth again, replace the cap. We'll then take my MSA, find the M. luteus section, place that in there, finished with my inoculating loop. Last for M. luteus, I'll get out my inoculating loop, one last time for M. luteus, open the cap, flame the mouth, grab a sample, pull that back out, reflame the mouth, place the cap back on, last but not least, I will do my EMB slide. I will find my M. luteus, put that closest to me, and do a small section. Once these are all done, I will flip them over and prepare for S. epidermidis. For S. epidermidis, I mix it. I get my first inoculating loop. Flame the mouth, pull my sample of S. epidermidis, flame the mouth again, and place back on the cap. I'll then pull my MAC, find epidermidis, place that closest to me, and do a zigzag for that section. I then grab my second inoculating loop, pull my S epidermidis, flame the mouth, grab a sample, reflame the mouth, place back on the lid. I then get my MSA, place the epidermidis section near me, and create a zigzag in that epidermidis section. Last but not least, for all of them, we grab our last inoculating loop, grab S epidermidis, flame the mouth, grab my sample, reflame the mouth, place the lid back on, and place that back in the rack. Now using my E and B, I'm going to be doing the S epidermidis section, place that closest to me, open it up slightly, and zigzag in that section. Finish that up, and again we will flip over the plates for incubation.